When the trailer for Ice Queendom dropped, my first response was, wait, what is this supposed to be? But then I rewatched it a dozen times and discovered, oh fuck yes, I am so on board with this. It started with some teasing about a nebulous Team RWBY project, which was represented solely by this image of presumably Weiss chilling on an Elysian throne. I wasn't really interested given, well, there was nothing to really grasp onto aside from ideas of what it could be, something RWBY fans are very used to at this point. But now that we have a more solid idea, I think this is a chance for RWBY to get some kind of official fresh start that isn't up to the fans. But that said, highly recommend Celtic's rewrites, Switchback's RWBY Remnants project, and Cakestation's RWBY OVA animations, because they're all great and worth your time. But that all aside, my understanding is that Ice Queendom is meant to be a sort of reboot slash reimagining of at least the first volume, and the title and trailer make me assume it'll be focused on Weiss' perspective. We don't know much beyond that, like whether this is going to retell the entirety of Volume 1 or whether it may go on to cover the other volumes, especially given most of the supplemental material focuses on when the show was fun. I mean the Beacon era. I do miss the 3D look of the show, but I do also love the aesthetics of Ice Queendom. I'm in love with how all the girls look, especially Blake. That bit of purple in her hair is doing wonders. And I'm also in love with their winter outfits, Blake's little cat tail and the cat paws, to die for. But what I'm really hoping is that we'll get a more well-written, solidified version of Volume 1's story, and it looks like a lot of more casual fans who've been checked out of the main show for a while now are excited too. Honestly, I think if a full-on reboot is the game plan here, it's the smart move. RWBY proper feels like it's winding down as it moves to the final kingdom, and honestly, it feels like Rooster Teeth just wants it over with at this point. But the problem there is that RWBY is their moneymaker that's keeping the company afloat. The solution? Restart the show with more capable writers and get the casuals back, so that way you get both them and the hardcore fans to continue supporting you. It does make me sad though. Monty always wanted to make his own anime, and I am happy that his creation will be getting that treatment, but I think it's sad that not only is he not here to see it, but that Rooster Teeth itself couldn't really achieve that vision. I'll definitely be checking out Ice Queendom whenever it drops, but I do think it's important acknowledging this chance for RWBY to get a fresh start does involve some bittersweet realities. I guess we'll see how it all shakes out. But if Ice Queendom turns out as good as it looks, I really hope it does go on to give the full show a reboot treatment. Just, please make the White Fang plot less like a white person's reaction to Black Lives Matter, please.